Also, because of this Promethean ability now, it mentions Shipyard sponsored by this world will have a greatly increased range. I should make use out of that. So what I'm actually going to do is use this shipyard, and I'm going to now have it sponsored by the Precursor world. It was this one, wasn't it? Right, so that's good. So these ships should now have double range. But the thing is, I'm going to have to change this over because I do not want this world doing ship manufacturing. I want to keep it on social. So I also, if I want the home world to keep on making ships, I'm going to have to put the project in here. So let's put military subsidies on. So that should all work out now, in theory. So it's pretty important me getting that ship tank to be able to do that. And I also created a new design as well. I've kept with the hyperdrives because, well, let's show you those actually. So the hyperdrives basically don't have maintenance when the iron drive does. They cost less mass and a heck of a lot less cost. So I think Startup might have to balance certain things like this. I know the sensors have issues as well. Maybe the engines do. Maybe all the engines should have maintenance. I don't know. So it might be worthwhile keeping the hyperdrives in certain circumstances, especially if you have a lot of cargo space and you don't need an awful lot more speed. Right, I've got a tiny bit of movement left at the end of this turn, so let's find out around that world. So we're going to see next turn if those colony ships that are there have a 10 more range. If they do, then I'm going to want to keep that world focusing on making shipyards or whatever. Being assigned to there, I should say. Right, let's... I have no idea where I'm bringing this scout, to be honest. I guess I can keep on busting the fog there for the time being. That colony ship, I definitely want to colonize this turn, so let's do that. And gonna keep on going military, malevolent I should say. Research. Alright, let's take the upgrade off. There's a research bonus there. Won't be a bad wealth planet either. Ah, there's another research bonus there. I think make a factory there for the time being then. Okay. This colony ship, am I going to bring it down there or what? Think. Oh, well, look at that. There's 2 planets around there. Okay, so I need to get that over there. And let's end the turn. Yeah, Iconians have done a dreadful job of colonizing. I think they had another colony ship around here somewhere and they probably haven't used it yet, so I could lose that. I'll have to focus on influence then, otherwise they might culture flip it. Right, let's cancel there. Now, I think this is one of my old designs I'm still making. Let's bring it out there. 500 million still, I'll do. So does it tell you the range? 45.5. So that can go up to there. What about this one? So it does have more range, and that's exactly the same ship. But it doesn't have much more than I was expecting it to. What's that, an extra... So it doesn't seem to be including the modules for the range. It's just the base amount, which is about 15 range, so I'm getting about 7 extra tiles, I think, based off looking at that. So it's not hugely important that I assign this up here then, really. It's a small bonus. probably eventually I might have a shipyard down here and get it to make its own ships. I don't know, we'll find out later. Right, so this ship, which I forgot about, has made its way up here. I'll come back to that later. Right, so we know all about that now. This, well, I could bring a ship over there to get in the way of potential colony ships, or even declare war on them potentially. Looks like the Euro have gone down here. There's not much point in declaring war to prevent the AI from colonizing. I've got enough colonies, and that's certainly not worthwhile potentially getting myself in trouble for. That doesn't have enough hit points to go there yet. The Snathi's hit point regeneration will mean it won't be too long before I'm able to. Okay, let's bust fog. Okay. The next one on the list, I'll probably use that one to colonize that then, I guess. One range module should be enough. Okay. Pirates down here. Let's find the last world over there. Okay. Right, doesn't look like there's anything over there. We found a miner that they said hello to us earlier before. Right, that's all done. So we've got colonies up here which are just in range. I've actually got this constructor which is coming up here now. I've finally gotten up here. So let's place that there, is it? And nick both of those resources. Command construct starbase. Okay, miner in. Okay, could build mining barracks later. Now the AI is actually starting to make starbase. You can see here that the Thalen has made one there. So I'm going to lose out on some resources if I don't switch to making more constructors. But to be honest, I think grabbing colonies is much more important still. So that's going to be my focus. Right, so this colony ship can come up here, so I've got range for all of that, should there be any over there. I need to extend my range over here somehow, and there actually. Okay, I've done the colonies for the turn, so I've got a bit of movement left. I've got this colony ship, and I've got one more up there, so I've got all this area to explore now. I think I'll come back down here. Got two colony ships down south to come up here as well. So the Phalanx have probably nicked everything up here, but you never know. Right, that's all done. I guess I'll come back down. The Phalanx are bringing colony ships over here. There's a chance I might see them. Oops. Right, this one. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this up here then, I think. And next colony ship is going to go down there. Right, let's end the turn. Gonna do some more tech trades. Once I get that tech, I'll be able to make better decisions when I've got that. This next colony ship coming out is going to go there. Pretty sure of it. Well, let's check this out. So this is a new one I made recently, new design, even faster but a bit less range. So does it have enough range to get there? And it, yeah. So I'll probably make another one to grab, well, maybe another few to grab those as well, in the, well, straight away basically. I do have a lot of manufacturing stored up there now though, so I can upgrade my Snathi Prime's buildings perhaps instead. Let's come over here. And there is actually a precursor world that the Iconians haven't gotten to over here, believe it or not. So this is, what is it? It's a Durantium Cloud Precursor World. Precursor World with a cloud of captured Durantium asteroids. Shipyard sponsored by this world gain a bonus to any mass drivers ships produced. Right, so I'm probably going to be doing very similar to what I did with that Precursor World. Focus that to the shipyard, make really amazing mass driver ships from Snathi Prime, which is what I would have done anyway probably, but they're going to be even better with that. Right, so I need to get a colony ship over here pronto. Which one's the nearest? There's that one, and there's that one. Right, let's find out, see what else is over here. This. Okay, I have no idea why the Conans are just doing such a bad job over here. So is that actually has the range to get up here as well, so maybe I'll bring that up here now instead of down there. It seems that there's a ton of colonies to get over here, so I should do. How big is that? 13, so it's not massive. Let's pick the quickest route for that one then, which happens to go past it. Okay, and this one, well, yeah, I'll click on that as well. Okay. That moved. There could be, well, it's 4 more systems, well, and a bit of space to look there as well, so I think there's a good chance of more planets being here, definitely. Okay. Right, this can come up north, I guess, as well. A bit too late by the time it gets here, though. That can come up there. That can come up there. I can upgrade these colony ships as well to get more range, so I might want to do that to have a look if there's anything over there. Right. Pirates, better watch out. Right, don't want to be too tiles with them at the end of the turn. Play it safe and move there. Very safe. Okay. Right, that's done. So no more planets down here. Just look for resources now and bust the fog. Okay. No anomalies there. This one doesn't actually have any weapons. This is the free one I found. Space junk down there. That's another precursor. I think I should bust fog with this one as well. Could be anomalies under the fog. It's no good. Precursor anomalies anywhere near. Right, I've got my colonies to do. So I finished updating my colonies. There isn't really a good colony yet that I could use as a military planet where I'm going to put things like my Hyperion Shrinker, but this may actually be one. It's got +2 military bonus there, so if I put Hyperion Shrinker there I could get an adjacency bonus there. I could use the capital for +1 for one tile. There's a real shortage of military buildings that actually give +2 or more, so using the capital is probably a pretty good idea. And I can terraform those 3 tiles at some stage. Probably those 2 are easy, that one would be more difficult to do, and then the rest of the planet use for, well, whatever I want, manufacturing, research perhaps. These influence tiles I'm probably not going to use for influence. Its location is there, so I'm not sure it's a great location, but I don't know, we'll see. Right, I've got one colony ship left to do this turn. I'm just going to bring it out towards the east and then make a decision about where to send it after that, depending on what planets I can find. Okay, that's it for the turn, so next turn. So I've got that to trade next turn. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of Diplo tech trades. We'll see though. I've put more of those colony ships in the list as well. Probably next turn I'm going to start to make more buildings on Snathi though. Right, so research, soil engineering. I may go straight for that actually, or I could go for that. Probably should go for that if I can't trade for it now. Right, so let's move that one more out there, then come back up here. So still got a while before the hit points recovered there. Where's this to? I think that's probably in range to colonize that this turn, but not sure if I'm going towards that first or not. Let's find what's here. Okay, so that's a starbase that you'll have there. So they're sending constructors down here, but not colony ships, it would seem. Right, so that's out of movement. Let's manually do this then, make sure. Okay. Looks like there's a ton of big nebula by there. I actually wish Startup would make the nebulas more significant, maybe increase their size. I mean, I've put them on the maximum setting actually on this map, and they're not that big really, then it's not, you know, not much of an issue. I think if they made them impassable actually, that would add a lot to the game, because there's no real terrain features in Galactic Civilization games. Something I miss from other games like, well, in Civilization series, terrain is incredibly important. In Gal Civ, not at all. So things like military star bases near, well, aren't so useful as they could be. If you could like block certain parts off the map with the use of star bases, then it would be much more important. Right, anyway, let's keep on moving. So this is looking for resources and busting fog. Okay. That scout ship can make its way up here. I think I might upgrade the scout ship so I can see what's there rather than a colony ship. I'm not sure though. Okay. Right, we're 3. Okay, so it's highly unlikely that there's going to be a planet to colonize there based on that Thalen colony. This is busting fog. This is looking for anomalies and busting fog. I think I'll come down here, look for colony ships en route. That's right, that's actually used all this movement. Let's have it come over to how many turns away? That's 3 turns away, sadly. That one, it's 5 turns away, sadly, so it's just at a, like 1 tile short on both occasions. I think I'm going to take a risk here. The Yor are too far away to nab that, probably. Now, Colonials just aren't sending colony ships up here, but they're a lot more likely to get that than that. So, I think I've got time. So I probably will colonize that first and wait for that to come in. Guess we'll find out. This one... could bring it down there. Let's take that out here. Okay. I think I'll play it safe and bring this one out up here. The only tech trading I did this turn was with the Burren Minor Race, so I picked up Institutional Research, which is the tech that gives you the tech capital. Picked up a minor specialization tech that gives me a bit of extra wealth as well. Not that I actually need it, because I'm not generating wealth, so maybe I shouldn't have picked that up. But I had to give quite a bit to them to actually pick up those techs. I'm intended on doing a lot more tech trades, but I'm actually holding off. I need some more stuff to bargain with, so I'm going to pick up extreme colonization next and trade that to the miners and to the majors after I've actually colonized the worlds that this will allow me to colonize. There's at least a few worlds on the map that I can use to colonize with that. The tech that I really want to get off the miners though is this one. A couple of them have it. So this will increase my hull size and also give me access to the amazing Hyperion Shrinker. I could pick it up now, but I'd have to spend a lot of money or give resources to the miners I don't massively want to do yet. So I'll hold off a bit. There's only one colony I actually did anything on, actually 2, because I actually changed Snathi Prime a bit, so I'm starting to get some Xeno factories up here. I also switched this round a bit, so it's got a tiny bit going into military. I don't have any military subsidies on Snathi. And I've got some manufacturing stored up there, so I've got a few turns of colony ships that should come out there, at least well, a couple of turns. Right, let's get moving then. This colony, I stopped it being on auto. I'm going to bring that up to there. It's actually gone a route I didn't want it to go. I wanted it to go around there. I think that's it for the turn now. Okay, so next turn. Probably should be keeping an eye up here, shouldn't I? Did I get lucky and they missed out on that by 1 turn? I think I did. Okay. Yeah, so 1 turn short. How many? That's going to take it a while to get up there, definitely, isn't it? So I think that's my nearest one, isn't it? So I can probably beat them to that as well. But I'm going to be colonizing that this turn. Let's do some scouting over here first. I think I'm actually going to start to put some of my stuff on auto exploration once I've found all the planets. There's a scout or 2 which I probably could... Well, this one I could already put on auto exploration. I think I'd do that just to save time. Right. Because it's nowhere near finding any planets, that one. This one, yeah, I can put this one on auto as well, so I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm eventually going to build a big, well, a sensor ship, cargo ship that has tons of sensors on. I can find the fog very quickly then. It's more important to me for me to get colony ships than the constructors out currently though. This scout, I maybe upgrading to find whatever's up there. I need to get another constructor up over here really. This can come up here, and luckily allowed me to go around that way, so I think I can see all 3 around now, which is great. and it's actually a manufacturing relic there, and I think someone's already picked it up. I think that's only the second relic I've actually seen on this map. There's not been many at all of those. Perhaps I just haven't found them yet. Right, this is coming down. Yeah, busting fog, looking for relics. Oops, I didn't mean to move it there. 2 colony ships. I actually didn't find all the tiles there, I realise. So let's do that now. Okay. Yeah, there's no planets there, so didn't cost me anything. This one can go up there. Okay, what's left? I gotta colonize that this turn. That's a scout. Come up here. Okay, you have a colony ship over here, and that's really slow as well. I'm sure the AI were faster than that in previous versions of the game I played. I don't know what's going on with the colony ships in this game. Very slow. Yeah, it's going to take forever to get over there. Is there planets around here? I should arguably look there before there, because they would have been able to colonize there already. Can't see anything there. So there's colony ship there, colony ship there, colony ship there. Planets. For the love of God, start up, give me a hotkey. Right, so this colony ship. Yeah, let's colonize here now then. So it's the income world. I think it's still worth the risk picking this up rather than just going straight there. I think I can beat the eyes to it. Let's make sure about this still, is it? So let's click that on there. So it should take the fastest route in theory. So that is 3 turns exactly to reach there. Now that's not going to get there in 3 turns, that's not going to get there in 3 turns, so unless there's something coming down here very quickly, I think we're going to win that race. Right, I'll find the fog here first, might as well. So class 8, probably going malevolent still. Yeah, I think I will, because that's an economy boost. It's going to have 70% on economy, this planet is, so would make a very good wealth world. And it's even got a wealth bonus there and another wealth bonus there, so yeah, I don't have many wealth worlds, but yeah, this is definitely going to be one at some point. So terraforming, interesting. Let's put a basic factory there. And oh, I've actually got an ideology pick.